So I just finished chapter 24, and once more, a lot is happening. Mraize is in Sadeas's honor guard. Well, I guess his widow's honor guard because he's dead now. Which is strange. And he mentioned to Shallan that the Ghostbloods are interested in the Voidbringer's power. He said, all we care about is power and loyalty and morality. Kind of. I mean, that checks out. That checks out, given who is, the head of the Ghostbloods. That checks out. But why the Voidbringers? Like, what are you hoping to get from there? And he mentioned that if you can figure this out, we've got information for you might be interested in concerning Halloran. Which made me panic right away. Because also, the fact that Amaram is working for Sadeas's widow to try and find out who killed Sadeas. Amaram's in charge of that investigation, which is not good, because Amaram's kind of smart, as much as I despise him. Different point. But, so he said that he has information about Halloran that he would trade her for information on, the Voidbringers and shit. And do they know where Halloran got his shard blade? Because Shallan doesn't. Do they know how he ended up in that army fighting Amaram's forces? Or most importantly, do they know that Kaladin is the one that killed him? Because if they do and they tell her, oof. And then Kaladin meets another Spren who's like yellow, and she says pretty much like, would you be down to fight for us? What does that mean? Because I assumed, or originally, because they said there was a Void Spren kind of following the Parshman. So I don't think that's a Void Spren. But does Syl know about her? Is Syl a part of this? How? Who? Why? And then in the Dalinar chapter, Taravangian shows up, and he has his Radiant, and she's a Dust Caller. Whatever that is. And at one point, he showed up, and he's having like a dumb day, which is hilarious. And he's like looking at the elevator and be like, whoa, this is crazy. And they're like, oh my god. And Dalinar's like, I'm dense. That man's become an idiot. Which is so good. It's so good. But at the end, Dalinar starts talking about how the other king was like, we don't care about you. You're not the real king. Swear fealty to us, all that shit. Dalinar was like, listen, I conquered kingdoms before for the betterment of my specific kingdom. If I had to save Roshar, maybe I could conquer the whole world. And I'm like, dude, don't do it. I understand that mindset though, because growing up, there's that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Growing up, I used to say, I disagree, because the objective is to get water into the horse, right? Because otherwise, it's gonna die. You can kind of almost drown the horse. It's gonna hate you for it, but it will be alive to do so. And is that not a good way to be? Probably. Is it effective? Also probably. So I understand this mindset Dalinar has, but I don't think it's a good idea, because so much could go wrong. So much could go wrong. This is kind of stressful.